What's up, YouTube? I'm back. Today I'm going to show you guys how to mod your regular old Duncan Freehand Pro and make it super awesome. Bye, Damien. So, let's get into it. Alright, a couple things you're going to need to do this. First of all, if you want to give it a nice matte finish, I've done a video about this, but you're going to need some sandpaper. I find between 600 and 800 grit work. I only have 800 grit right now. This is some 800 grit sandpaper. This is the one I did that to. Basically what you're doing is you're going to kind of put a nice smooth matte grind finish on it. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to take the yo-yo apart. I'm not going to take this apart because otherwise the caps will fall out. You're going to take the yo-yo apart and then you're going to sand it down to, I'll show you on this one. Take the yo-yo apart and then you are going to sand it down to the edge of the step here. Don't sand on the step. Just sand it like lightly around here. I don't want to sand this one because I like the way it looks. But you're going to sand it with 800 grit sandpaper. Just give it a nice smooth sanded finish all the way around. Again, watch the video that I have already done. I showed you this. I actually did it with this one in that video. And as you can see, it gives it this sort of nice frosted, smooth look. Really improves the grinds a lot comparatively to the like shiny finish. So if grinds are important to you, you're going to want to do that 800 grit sandpaper, sand it down, removes all of the the sort of imperfections and stuff too. Just kind of gives it a nice smooth look overall. It looks really good on just the straight clear finishes and the solid finishes as well. And you can do this with any yo-yo, but I'm going to show you how to mod the Freehand Pro to make it amazing. Alright, so now that we've got it all sanded down and everything, next thing you're going to want to look at and decide if you just got a regular freehand, not the Pro version. Pro version comes with a concave bearing. The regular version does not. You're going to want to pull the bearing. Bearing seats aren't very tight on these. A lot of them you can just pull with your fingers, but otherwise you're going to need pliers and pull them out with pliers. You need pliers. Use the little circle part here to wrap around the bearing. Pull the bearing. Wiggle it if it's stuck. It shouldn't be stuck. Most of these have been pretty easy to remove bearings. I've done this on a couple of, I've had a few of these, so most of them pretty simple, pretty easy to pull the bearing. Once you've done that, the next step is going to be to remove the caps. Now, the way to remove the caps, pull the bearing, and you're going to take the long axle part and you're going to push it. Put your thumb back here and you're going to push it in. Push it in. Cap pops out. Then take that out. Same thing on the other side. Push it in. Push. Cap pops out. You remove the caps. Set these aside. You might want them later. You never know. You're going to notice there's just sort of a nut and bolt system. Don't lose the nut or the bolt. Keep them together. Next thing you're going to need, Duncan Performance aluminum rings. You can get these on the Duncan site. I was actually at Disney World. Got the chance to meet Sean Perez, who is a really cool dude, and David, who were just hanging out and at the Duncan booth and just being cool dudes. And they hooked me up. They had these at the Disney World Duncan booth in Disney Springs, but you can get these on the Duncan site. I'm not sure if they still have them on Yo-Yo Expert. I think they used to. I don't know if they still do. But these are the Duncan Performance rings. They're aluminum. They come in a ton of different colors. Pick whatever color is going to be the best. I used the blue ones for this yo-yo. I decided that pink and black would be awesome. Actually, had some help from Sean picking these out, and so we went with the pink and the black rings for the pink yo-yo. And you're going to open those up. For the other thing you're going to need is some super glue. Now, what do you need super glue for? If you didn't know, Duncan stuff, if the caps are just, they clip in, you saw me just pop it out. If you super glue them in, that makes them nice and tight and they don't wiggle around as much. You don't need a ton, just a little bit, just to kind of tighten it up, and it'll really help the performance. You don't necessarily need super glue, but it helps. Put these in. What you're gonna do? Well, first things first. Put on the caps to save your nut and bolt from popping out, so you don't lose them. And you're gonna just stick them on over the bolt like that. Get it nice and even if you can. There we go. Just like that. See? Do it to the other side. Just like that. See? Now not going anywhere. Perfection. All right. So now we've got that all in. Next thing we're going to do, take some of the super glue, and just a little bit, just put a little bit there, and then you're going to take the ring, and I like to try to line it up with where it also says Duncan. Push it in. There's one. Same thing on this one, a little bit of glue. Okay. Line it up. Push it in. And there we go. Woohoo! Woohoo! Get this side a little better.
That's one. Bye-bye.
There we go. Alright. Well, that side's clipped in good. And this side's clipped in good. Alright. And now we're going to reassemble the yo-yo. So, put the bearing back in. Screw it together. Nice and tight. Don't over tighten these, but like screw them in tight. Push everything in, make sure it's all nice and tight and not moving around. The glue will help it a little bit, stay nice and tight. And I think that looks awesome. Pick out a nice matching string. I like Zipline. This is Tainted Love. This is my color. So this is going to be the Tainted Love Freehand. Throws and Brews edition. You saw it here first. Ooh, Tainted Love. Tainted Love. Look at that. Good looking, right? Here. Oh, yeah. Makes it a little heavier. A little smoother. Super longer, much longer spin times. Much more stable. Basically just excellent. So, just to recap, sand it, get a nice matte finish, pop out the old rings, pop in some new aluminum performance rings, match them nice, match your string, glue those in, put the covers over the center cap there to make it look extra good. Awesome. super long spin times, super stable. Super customized. That's it, guys. That's how you mod your Duncan Freehand Pro to play amazing. Looks good, plays good, is good. That's gonna do it though today, guys, for me. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave me some comments down below. If you guys take pictures, make sure you tag Throws and Brews on Facebook whenever you post the pictures. And show me what you guys come up with as far as color combinations and other modifications. These seem to be the best ones that I have found, and I've played with. I really like Duncan Yoyos. I like playing with Duncan Yoyos and modding Duncan Yoyos, and I think Duncan does a nice job of making things modifiable. And this is really the best way that I've found to make the Duncan Freehand Pro play just phenomenal. I would put this up with a Proto Star or a North Star, or even the new North Star finger spin. I think it plays that well, and I really enjoy it, and I really enjoy the way they play. Once you put these aluminum weight rings in, and the sanding really just kind of gives them a nice grind finish, where you have otherwise, and on most shiny plastic Yoyos, no grind finish at all. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I do yo-yo content all the time. I got my buddy Austin helping me out as well, so you're going to see his face too. And Marty's helping out with some of the beer stuff and the yo-yo pairings. A lot of good stuff coming. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Cheers to you. I'll see you next time.